about remote therapeutic monitoring is they don't understand how to bill it, right? How do you submit the codes to get reimbursed? And helping hundreds of practices across the country, and also being a practice owner myself, I can tell you that in the beginning it was very complicated because there wasn't anybody out there to help us. We went with one of the big corporate RTM providers, and they were really big on sales, got us signed up for a contract, and had no support. So we really failed at that pretty miserably. Didn't understand how to submit the codes. And then our second move was to our EMR, our electronic health record. They had an RTM platform, and they claimed it was integrated with the health record, which it really wasn't. So at the end of the day, I still was left with codes that were produced by the software that I had to submit for reimbursement. And I really want to simplify this for you. There's only two ways to do that, right? The RTM doesn't represent a visit. It's a whole month of activity that then is ready at the end of the month to submit, to get reimbursed for, under the plan of care. And so there's really two options. I can take those codes that have been generated in the software that tells me they're ready to go. I can put them in an existing daily note. If the patient is still being seen, I can add them on to whatever I did today. They just become add-on codes because the data service does not represent today. It represents the entire month of care. And you have documentation to prove that in your software. So option one is just add them on to the regular visit. That works for a lot of situations. The problem is that what happens when the patient is no longer coming to physical therapy and you have codes that became eligible after they left and they have no more treatment? That happens a lot. And it's because there's a 30-day delay in these code generations for two of them. What do you do then, right? So what most EMRs have is what's called an RTM visit type. That you basically, it's a blank SOAP note that because you don't have to create a SOAP note. You just put those codes in and you submit that for reimbursement under the plan of care. Everybody says they're integrated. Nobody truly is integrated with billing because the data service and the behavior of the codes does not match the other codes that we have as providers. So you're always going to have to take those codes and put them into your EMR manually. So hope this helps. And if you're serious about doing RTM successfully because you want patient engagement to increase, you want your patient outcomes to increase, you care about the patient, you see this as the future of healthcare, which it is, I'd encourage you to reach out to me directly.